listening to the MMA Brothers Podcast, coming to you from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Your source for UFC news, previews, and post-fight coverage. Hosted by your favorite duo, Daryl and Asher. Let's get it started.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to the MMA Brothers Podcast. It's Daryl.
It's Asher.
And we're talking UFC 256. Davidson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno. We're going to do it as per usual. We're going to start at the bottom of the main card, give you a quick rundown who we think is going to win, by what style. Asher's going to have his picks. I'm going to have my picks. And for this card, it starts off with Junior Cigano dos Santos versus Cyril Gauthier. Bonjami. There's no chance I pronounced that right. Anyways, so Junior dos Santos, 21-8-0. Cyril Gauthier, undefeated at 6-0 from France. Junior's from Brazil. How do these fighters get it done? Cigano, 71% KO, TKO percentage, 24% by decision, 5 by sub. Cyril Gauthier's never gone the distance, 60% sub, 40% TKO. Average fight time, 4 minutes. JDS has been in a few long battles, so his average fight time is 11. Now, how do I think this fight's going to go down? Cyril Gauthier is very, very good on the ground. He loves to take fighters down, ground and pound for the win, or choke them out. That's his usual fighting style that I've seen. Junior's coming off a few TKO losses, if I'm not mistaken, so he's going to be very careful. His chin looks very weathered. He can't really take a shot anymore. Junior likes to box. He's a very good boxer. He's no slouch on the ground, but if Junior has his way, he's going to want to keep this fight standing. The first round TKO win for Cyril Gauthier. Like this, I don't see it going any other way. I think Junior's well past his prime, and that's just my thoughts. What do you think, Asher?
Yeah, it should be an easy win for Gauthier. I mean, Junior dos Santos, he has not been as weathered as people think. He has had a few victories. He's been able to get a couple victories here and there, but in this fight, I gotta go with Gauthier. Like usually, Dos Santos struggles with the men that have a lot of power, and Gauthier has a lot of power because he was KO'd by Curtis Blades and he was KO'd by Ngannou recently. Those are his two losses.
And Rosenstruck.
And Rosenstruck, yeah, and Rosenstruck. So the man's with power. They touch JDS and JDS goes down. You know what I mean? So, how many wins by TKO does he have? I think Gauthier has mostly submissions, right? If you scroll down.
Yeah, no, it's 40-60. So it's 4 wins by submission and I think 2 by knockout.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like obviously Gauthier can win any which way he wants to, but JDS is no slouch in the ground too. So I don't think the fight's going to end up there. I think it's going to end up on the feet. And as you can see by the odds, Junior dos Santos is the big underdog at plus 320, and then Gauthier is at minus 430. So clearly Vegas does think that Gauthier should win this fight. So anyways, I'm going to go with Gauthier as well. So let's move on to the next one.
We're going to move on. Kevin the Trailblazer Holland versus Jacare Renato Souza. Kevin Holland, I think this is his 5th fight this year, if I'm not mistaken, Asher, right? 5th?
Yeah, 4th or 5th for sure.
Because I think he already made history with his 3rd win. Is it 3rd win or 4th win? Anyways, he's fought 4 or 5 times this year. This is going to be 4th or 5th fight. He's from the United States, 6'3", middleweight division. Ronaldo Souza is coming down from light heavyweight. He's 26-8, 1-0 contest. Kevin Holland is 21-5. How do these fighters get it done? Kevin Holland is a 50% TKO win percentage, 30% sub, 20% decision. Ronaldo Souza, Jacare, has 31% KO, TKO, 54% sub, 15% decision. He has a shorter average fight time than Kevin Holland, who comes in at 14:42. Ronaldo Souza at 10:51. How do I think is going to get this fight? I am going to go with Kevin Holland based off of the fact that Jacare Souza has taken a lot of damage, and I think Kevin's coming off of a lot of impressive performances. Even though he didn't think he won his last fight, doesn't think he won his last fight. He still got the win 2 fights ago, not his last one. 2 fights ago, he said that he didn't win, but he ended up getting the win anyways. Ronaldo Souza, I think he's just, he's a tweener. So he's in between 185. He's in between light heavyweight. He's still very, very dangerous on the ground and standing up. But I just think Kevin's kick heavy attacks and his stand up is not way better than Jacare, but I just think Kevin's going to take him out in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland on this one. Like Kevin Holland has just been so active compared to Jacare. Obviously, I know Jacare is the more experienced fighter. He's fought the higher level of competition compared to Kevin Holland. But if you're looking at the ways they can win, obviously you can see there's a KO. They can win both ways, but Jacare mostly wins on the ground. Now Kevin Holland can get submitted by Jacare. Obviously, Jacare's gonna want to take it down there, but I just do think that Kevin Holland's gonna be slick enough to not get taken down by Jacare, and I think I can see him winning by even like third round TKO, to be honest. So it's
He's just
either
gonna
going to be a
piece him up the
decision
whole
win.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a decision win for Jacare, or Kevin Holland's going to win by decision or third round KO is what I'm going with.
Okay, Asher, you can take this one.
Yeah, so here we got Renato Moicano versus Rafael Fiziev, if I believe, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the Ataman, right? So he's from Kazakhstan with an MMA record of 8-1 versus Moicano with an MMA record of 14-3-1. Moicano is from Brazil. Like I said, he's from Kazakhstan, Rafael. And then if you look at the way they win, Moicano is a guy that can win mostly by submission, and then Rafael, he wins 56% of his fights by KO or TKO. So this guy, I saw him fight last against Mark Diakese. For those who don't know, I think he's from Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the black guy.
Yeah, the black guy. Mark Diakese, he's like has some next level Taekwondo skills. He's very exciting and fun fighter to watch. But Rafael was like, screw all that noise. This guy went in there. He was like doing the matrix, like when kicks were being thrown at his head. This guy's got heavy hands and heavy kicks too. Every time Diakese tried to do something, he just get hit with the heavy kick. So I'm literally excited for this fight because like when I watch this guy fight, and I'm like, yo, this guy is a real deal. And so I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do against Moicano. Moicano is somebody that's fought like the likes of Jose Aldo. He's been around for a long time. He's fought a lot of the bantamweights. So I believe this is going to be a fun fight. Who do I think is going to win? I'm going to go with Rafael. I don't see Rafael getting caught by any submissions. I just see Rafael putting the pain on Moicano. So I'm going to go with Rafael. I was just so impressed by what I saw in his last fight that I'm like, nah, this guy's got he's got it. So who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Rafael as well, man. I love a good striker versus grappler matchup. I usually say that the grappler usually has an advantage because the striker knows that there's only one way to win. The grappler can just hold you down there. He could submit you, could ground and pound you. There's different ways he could get it done. So, but I do agree with you. Rafael's hands are a problem. I think Renato knows he's not going to knock him out. He's just trying to take the fight to the ground, but you enter that danger zone, he's going to get clipped. I'm going to go with second round TKO win for Rafael Fiziev. But we're going to move on to Tony Ferguson versus Tony Ferguson versus Charles Oliveira. Tony El Kukui versus Charles Dubronx. No idea what that nickname is. Trash nickname. But Tony comes in at 5'11", 26 wins, 5 losses to Charles Oliveira's 29 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. Oliveira's from Brazil. Tony's from the States. This is in the lightweight division, right, Asher?
Yeah, this is in the lightweight division, 155.
Yeah, Tony has a 2.5 inch reach advantage over Charles Oliveira. Now, how did these fighters get it done? The boogeyman, Tony Ferguson, 50% by TKO or KO, 31% by sub, 19% by decision. Charles Oliveira, 28% by TKO, 66% by guillotine. No, I'm joking. By sub, and 7% by decision. The average fight times for Charles is 6 minutes to Tony's 10 minutes. How do I think this fight's going to go down? I think Tony's going to take a lot of damage in the first round. Charles is going to shoot. He's going to take down Tony. Tony's going to be landing bows and cutting up Charles from the bottom. Second round's going to come up. Charles is going to be a little bit more hesitant to take Tony down due to the damage he's conceded. He's going to get battered and bruised in the second round. Third round is going to be a TKO stoppage win for Tony Ferguson, reminding everyone in the lightweight division that he just wasn't prepared for the Justin Gaethje fight. That's why it went the way it did. And Tony, the boogeyman, El Kukui, is going to be back and better, baby. Let's go. Who do you got, Asher?
I'm going to go with Tony Ferguson on this one. Like you said, he obviously lost against Justin Gaethje, but he did do some silly things in that fight, like 2 weight cuts, like for no reason. It's like, why? But anyways, Tony Ferguson, he was on a 12-fight win streak in the lightweight division, which is the toughest division in the UFC, in my opinion. And then obviously lost, like I said, to Justin Gaethje. But since then, Charles Oliveira, he's actually been, I think he's on an 8-fight win streak, and his last win was against Kevin Lee, and he's been killing it. I think he lost his first fight at lightweight against Paul Felder. Then since then, he's just been on a roll. He used to fight at featherweight, but now Charles Oliveira at lightweight is a beast. So the reason why I'm so confident in picking Tony Ferguson winning this fight is that, like, Tony Ferguson, who submits Tony Ferguson? Nobody submits Tony Ferguson, right? Charles DuBronx can be that guy to submit him. Don't get me wrong. Like, his jiu-jitsu is nasty. I think he's a 3rd-degree black belt jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean, right? So Charles Oliveira's jiu-jitsu is super scary. Tony Ferguson can, elbow you, he can kick you, he can punch you, and his output is insane. As you can see, landed per minute, it's like almost 6 strikes he's landing per minute against his opponent versus Charles Oliveira's at 3.18. So I do think that this fight's going to end in the 3rd round. I don't think Tony Ferguson wants to win by decision. Tony Ferguson's coming for the finish. El Kukui is a bad man. It's crazy. He's going to want to beat Charles Oliveira in a nasty way and then call out Khabib before he retires in his last fight to go 30-0. That's what I think is going to happen. So that's my pick. I'm going to go with Tony Ferguson.
All right. We're going to go with Davidson Figueiredo dos da Guerra versus the assassin baby Brandon Moreno. The Brazilian comes in at the height of 5'5". This is in the flyweight, right? It's flyweight, right?
Yes.
There's so many names for divisions. Flyweight division. Moreno's coming in from Mexico at 5'7", with a 2-inch reach advantage. What are their records? Moreno is 17-5, 1 draw. Davidson Figueiredo 19-1. Whoever beat Davidson Figueiredo, I don't know how you did, but good. Kudos to you. Davidson, how does he get it done? 45% by KO or TKO, 40% by sub, 15% by decision, and his average fight time is 12 minutes. Brandon Moreno, 17% TKO or KO, 56% submission, and 28% decision, with a 14-minute average fight time. How do I see this fight going? I think Davidson's going to take him out in the 1st round. I don't know, man. I wasn't too super impressed with Brandon Moreno's display against Raw Dog. I don't think that was impressive enough for me to definitively say that Moreno's going to be able to get this fight done and beat Davidson. I didn't really see anything from him that's going to threaten Davidson, maybe take Davidson down and try to submit him, but Davidson's nasty on the ground as he choked out his last opponent. Who was his last opponent? What was the guy's name?
His last opponent was Alex Perez.
Yeah, choked out Perez. Like, Davidson's a problem. I'm not even gonna waste any time. 1st round TKO win. Davidson Figueiredo, TKO or sub, one of the two. If you had to put my money on it, I'm putting TKO 1st round win. Anyone once again who can do that to Joey Benavidez, you can get my money all day, every day. And I'm going with Davidson Figueiredo. Who you got, Asher?
I'm gonna be picking Figueiredo.
Don't piss me off, Asher.
This one should be an easy one. As you can see by the odds, Figueiredo is a -355 favorite. So clearly Vegas knows who to put their money on. Brandon Moreno, he got a good win against Brandon Royval. Royval was actually doing well when that fight started in the 1st round, and then he happened to get caught. So I mean, it's kind of sucks too, because like that fight literally just happened a month ago, and the winner of that fight ends up getting a title shot the next month. So Brandon Royval, I hope your shoulder is recovering just fine. But in terms of this fight, Davidson Figueiredo, like Daryl said, he's a killer. This guy, he's nasty. He means business. And I think this one should be an easy win for him. Like, Figueiredo has got heavy hands, and he can win fights by submission as well, as you saw against his Alex Perez. So Moreno does get most of his wins by submission, but I just think there's levels to this game when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So I have Figueiredo winning by like 2nd or 3rd round TKO. I think I have Figueiredo winning by 2nd or 3rd round TKO. I think Moreno is going to try and move around, try and tire off Figueiredo to get into the later rounds, but Figueiredo is just too nasty and is going to end up catching him and end up getting the dub. So, guys, that is our preview for UFC 256. I know some people in the comments have hit us up saying they want to see more news content and stuff like that instead of just the previews. So we will do that. we will do that other than just post-fight and previews and stuff like that, just kind of mix it up a little bit. And yeah, we have a fighter interview that is going to be posted real soon, so you can check it out. And Wild Boy, we're supposed to get you on this month too, so we're going to hit you up as well. And yeah, more to come from MMA Brothers. Please follow us on Instagram at MMA Brothers Pod. And yeah,
get your merch. I'll be wearing our shirt. I'm sending Asher his own shirt to South Korea very soon. Get your merch. We've had quite a few orders. The turnaround time is about a week. If you're local in the GTA, let me know. We can figure out a way for me to deliver it to you, discuss pricing and everything. Once again, guys, like, comment, subscribe. MMA Brothers Pod. Hit you with that fire. Let us know who you guys got, your picks, who you got winning. Eric, Tang, Chris,
and Gabe, if you're listening, we'll get you on the podcast soon too, brother. So
yeah, Gabe, your shirt's gonna be ready some point this week. Then I'll ship it out to you. So, yeah, guys, thank you for listening once again, and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the MMA Brothers Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please give us a follow on our socials. You can check out a description of this episode for more, but don't forget to connect with us on Instagram at MMA Brothers Pod. We'll see you on the next episode.